Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and there's Grandpa. He's filming as my grandson pulls his go-kart out of the shop, and we're going to do a photo shoot of him driving it, and there's the impatient grandson waiting for the drone to take off so he can get some shots, so we can get some shots made. So anyway, there he is, and now he's starting out. Now that go-kart, my son found it somewhere. It was a piece of junk, kind of, and I always got to put the helmet on. Anyway, so he bought it from the guy for whatever he wanted, and it needed new inner tubes. The engine didn't run, so he put a different engine on it. And then I don't know if you noticed, but he also put a 5-point safety belt, seat belt on it. So it's a lot safer, although the way that kid drives, he's burning up the dirt roads, as you can see. Anyway, so it was pretty exciting the other day that he could get it fixed up in one evening, and then my grandson could go for a ride or start driving it. And so I gave him a GoPro camera, one of my old cameras, a couple years ago. And so he likes to put it on his RC cars and stuff like that. And then he wanted to put it on his new go-kart. Actually, it's not new. It's rebuilt. It's a rebuilt piece of junk. And so then I thought, well, I'll just get some shots of him riding up and down the road, and we'll put together a GoPro Mini 2 production. When his daddy, my son, was young, we went somewhere to visit, and the people had a go-kart they had built. And so he got to ride it and drive it and everything. And so he got the bug. So when we got home, he kept saying, I want to build a go-kart. And I said, well, you got to have a welder to be able to build a go-kart. And I didn't have one. Now I had worked teaching metal shop, and I knew how to weld, but I didn't have a welder because we were on a limited budget at the time. But anyway, so then one Sunday morning, the Sunday paper had some ads in it. And after church, I was sitting in the living room, and he was sitting in the kitchen with his mom looking at the Sunday paper. And if there's not too many Sears stores anymore. Oh, by the way, now he's going to notice the drone coming up here, and he's going to take and give us a wave. So that's coming up right away here. There he sees us. Yeah. Anyway, so they always, everything was on sale. It was kind of a gimmick that Sears had. And so they were flipping through, and then Sears had an old AC welder. It was brand new, but that's what they had back then. And it was on sale, of course. And so he came running into the living room with that ad from the newspaper. He said, Dad, we can build a go-kart. Sears has welders on sale. He had no idea about how much they cost or anything. But so that was his dad. And so I thought, yeah, I know how to weld, and we might as well do that. So we worked on, I wish he wouldn't have gone down the canal road. I don't think he's supposed to do that, but that's what he did. Anyway, so we had a lot of really good times building his go-kart, and we welded it up out of old, I had an old Sunday school bus or school bus with seats in it, and I took all the seats out, and so all those seat frames made some excellent frames for building things, bicycles and and his go-kart. So we got it all done, and of course didn't have a centrifugal force, so I made a clutch out of putting a pulley against the fan belt that ran to the back wheels, and then if you pushed in, then it worked like a clutch, and it loosened up. And if you let go, then it came back to its normal tightness. So anyway, here we're going to go for a ride. Just going to go for a ride, and you can see it's bouncing around. The old GoPro camera didn't have any stabilization in it. But I wanted him to stop because I wanted to do some special production stuff. He just waved and went on by. So he's going to be coming back here, and I'll wave him to a stop, and then you'll really like the way he comes to a stop, I think. I was surprised. So anyway, and by the way, he did a lot more riding. He drove it until I think it vapor locked on him because it's hot. It was hot on this day particular. And so here we come now. Watch him as he comes to this comes to a stop. I'm waving at him to stop. And he does a 180 and skids to stop. Let's watch it in slow motion. So that was Grandpa and Grandson's production for the day. We tried to do a really nice production, but this is how it came out. So anyway, there you go. That my grandson's got a go-kart just like his daddy did. I want to thank you for watching my videos, and God bless.